Hello everybody and welcome back to our third episode in Stoneblock 3. As you can see, been doing a wee bit out the front here, putting in some gravel, started knocking through, I haven't actually done the other two, knocking through just to make tunnels and spaces and stuff like that. I have still not tidied up. I have moved the furnace. To be honest, you might have clocked that at the end of the last episode, but I got a globe. Woo! I had moved the furnace stuff in here, been making some glass and stuff. The alloy kiln I was using for one of these. Which one? That one, I think. I think that was where I made the brass up, but one of them, yeah. You will see why in a second, because if I can do that, oops, it took my floor out with it. We'll just put those back in kid on, that didn't happen. But I don't really want to take out the whole thing. If I do small tunnel, that should do the job. Hey! So, this was all, been sort of working on that. Ignore this bit. That is me just trying to fill up, well, I need to swap it, but filling these up. So I was making sand because I knew I needed glass and stuff. And I will now probably put it onto dirt and gravel, but I might swap these out for ender drawers at some point for that stuff. Don't know why that's going in there, but never mind. Anyway, what we have is if I steal a stack of, I only want a stack. Thank you. Put you back through. Wait a minute. We'll put those there and get rid of them, and then we'll take a stack of that. Right. So this is actually an end drawer, and I think it faces this way. So if I chuck them in there, what we've got is an auto washing system. And that light's going to get in the way. Auto washer, which then spits out. So this was what the brass was for. Spits out up into the top, and we've got a smeltery set up here. So just now, I have it. It's actually going out a pipe and into the system. I've got a filter here and a filter here. So this filter in this one, that's finished already, so I can take it out. The filter in this one is basically set, it will deny anything that can be washed. So basically anything that can be washed will, I'll shut that so it doesn't blow me about, will just sit on top of it. It won't let it through, and then when it's washed, all the stuff that comes from washing, all your ores, your gems and all that stuff, can't be washed, so it goes, yep, that's fine, and it spits it out into this chest, and then up into there. This one's finished. I'm not going to take it from that side, because I learnt my lesson. You stand in front of that, you start going on fire. This one has got a deny list. Now, I had it for, it would deny anything that could be, I don't know what they call it. I don't have vent to put in it either. Will that work? No. Never mind. Anything that can be blasted or whatever it was. Wait a minute. We'll check. Clayball. It doesn't work. Anything that can be smelted, I think, was what I had it on. Problem being, things like clay and all that stuff was getting automatically cooked into bricks. So I put it to anything that can be smelted in a blast furnace, mainly because I just want it to be cooking the ores just now. So your iron, your copper, gold, all that kind of stuff. And I've done that for now. These are fairly simple systems. We were using it before. The main addition is having the chute, firing it all in there, so anything that's in there will just sit there and then back out into the system. At some point I may split these back up again, I'm not 100% sure, we'll see. It's running okay the way it is just now, so that is all fine. But what I want to do today is get some more of the machinery in. So the main thing I was wanting to start with is, if we look at create again, the crushing wheels are what I want to get a couple of them, but we needed these mechanical crafters, so I needed all the bits and pieces for them. But I'm pretty sure we now have what we need. So I can go ahead and put them in. What I'm going to do is grab a stack of net. And I was hoping I could get these sort of in here. I don't want them right at the back. So I think it is 5 wide, because it's a 3x3 and then it's, yeah, so. I'm mainly doing this because I think I need to place them against something. So it was a 9x9 in the middle with this kind of layout. And then I'll need to go up a bit. Need one there and those there, and that should be us. So that does work there. Now, I have made some backpacks up for all my bits and pieces, so I do have my, I need to clear that down as well. So what I want to do is spin all these round so that they end up at the bottom. That one needs to go that way. That one needs to go all the way around. That one is down, down, into the middle, down, and that one is there. So I think that's us. Right, so I had forgotten I needed to power this, so I've just run a belt from the main line at the back into the side of this. So hopefully now, if I stick that there, that, and that, and then fill these out, we should think we get 2, but we might only get 1. But either way, oop, we did. We got 2. So that's these bad boys. Boom, boom. So we can now crush stuff down as well, which will give us access to things like tin and stuff like that, as far as I remember. We'll do that. I mean, lots of things go through the crushing wheel by the looks of it, but oh yeah, I mean, 197 different things. Yeah, down in dust. So, we'll now need to figure out, stick those away, where we're going to put these and what we're going to do with it. Because I probably want them to come over to this as well, but that should be easy enough to do with maybe just up and over the top and drop them onto that belt there. Because I reckon you can chuck stuff onto, even though it's diagonal. Yeah, and that'll probably disappear, but sweet. Well, I haven't shown you the power system for this one. So downstairs we have this lovely room. Ignore that, that's for charging my building gadgets. We will come back to that at some point. Though now that I see it, I'm going to put that back in there to charge up. So I've set this up, so if you go into there and hold W, you can see this, and it basically is a wee sort of tutorial for a basic steam engine. It shows you what you need for building it and how to do it all. In essence, I have followed that. I have put 2 steam engines on. I think the 2 of them are working, but I'm not 100% sure. I've not really got it stressed out enough to know. But it's basically, you've got a water pump pulling water in. I'm using a water wheel to drive the pump. Some campfires for the heat, and then that basically generates the steam to power that, and there's a belt running up. Nice and simple and easy to do, and fairly easy to then add extra to if I need to. Whee! So now we've got that, I'm going to now figure out where I want to lay these things out. This, I have a feeling, may end up over there and have some more grinding machinery here. Yeah. Give me a minute, we'll have a plan and a play with it and see where we get to. I think it'll be... So just bought, there is a bee down there, but I just got a bee, which is kind of handy. Luggage? Ah, cool. He must just run about and grab things. Sweet. I am going to keep him on the lead. Yeah, he follows you. Hey, can you pick him up? Oh, you can. Excellent. Right. Getting distracted now. I'm going to chuck. Well, we'll do that. And then chuck that stuff. Can I put him in? I can. Cool. Put that stuff away. So, we got this sorted and running. And I have now put in the crushing wheels. If I grab some gravel. So I haven't automated any of this yet, but it does, well, I haven't automated the feeding of it, but the rest of it works. So the gravel's going in down through there. It will eventually get chopped up, spat out. The belt runs up there, along the top, and if I jump around here, stand up here and we can watch it. Yeah, it comes along there, as you can see, down there, into the barrel, and then it should be spit out. It goes through the washer just because it looked neater, and I'm not sure, it might end up having things that come out of that get washed, but it then just, as before, into there and through, and gets cooked up and spat into the system. So we now have coal back coming through again, which is handy because I'll probably start using that for power fairly shortly. What we need to figure out is how I'm going to feed the system, what I want, because I'm guessing probably ender chests or ender drawers like the one up there will be thingy. Just now I've got an auto hammer here with a cobble gen literally just piped into the main system. I went and grabbed some bits and pieces, I'll chuck them in there. I think the zinc you can crush down again and get gunpowder out of, and you get the nuggets directly that way. We'll see in a minute when it goes through. But yeah, because you crush them and then it washes it, and that's how you get your nuggets and stuff. Nuggies, you get some experience things, and I didn't get any gunpowder. But we can maybe figure out a way of capturing them at some point and recirculating them. Right, so I'm going to call it a day on this episode, I think. Next time I probably will get started on chickens. I think that's probably going to be the best bet for getting the most out of our supplies. We do need those blaze rods and the obsidian for the ender chests and stuff like that. So I think I'll get going with that. That should give us another source of fuel as well, and we can start looking at power after that. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, do hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.